Hi everyone, North Jersey Gardening here, giving you yet another update. I had to cut the earlier video a little bit short. Go get my cat, bring him inside so I can do a better job taping. But he's inside safely, and I'm going to continue updating you on these guys. These are the green summer squash zucchini. And right next to them is another batch of okra I have going. I'm gonna put them in the ground next to the other ones I showed you before. They can handle a little cool temperatures. It's gonna be dropping in the 40s next couple of nights, but I think they're okay. The zucchini I'm gonna hold on to for another week and a half or so, until the temperatures don't drop below the 60s or so at night anymore. They can't handle cool temperatures. But they're growing nicely. These are the green zucchini. I again separated them not long ago. They were growing together and overcrowding each other in the same container, so they're doing great here in their own little containers. All of them seems to have little buds, which are going to be flowering soon. And hopefully they can wait till I put them in the ground. I already have the yellow crickneck zucchini flowering, driving the bees and the bumblebees and the wasps crazy. So these are these guys doing great, enjoying another nice sunny warm day. It's gonna be in the 80s today, but it's gonna drop a little bit in the evening, which is fine. I have them going at night in the greenhouse, which will take care of them. I don't need to be bringing them in and out of the house anymore. The greenhouses can handle the cooler temperatures. So I updated you earlier on these vegetables, peppers and tomatoes, and I have here in this little container sunflower seeds. They're doing great. Mammoth sunflowers called. I sowed these April 9th also, and they're doing great. So I'm gonna put them in the ground sometime this week. I'm gonna give them a few more inches of growth. They're growing pretty fast, so they should handle it in a few days or so. Right next door are all the tomatoes. They're doing beautifully also. I lost a couple of them. The stems are very fragile. Even as I'm watering them, the water pressure from the spout, which wasn't that much, bent them, and just from the weight of that, some of them the stem broke, like this guy here. Let me see if I can get him in the picture for you. He's still going, trying to fight to live, but I don't know. We'll see. But the rest of them are doing greatly. All the varieties, I'm hoping they will make it. So most of them I've never planted before, so I'm excited to see how they grow and what they taste like. I can't wait. This guy here is an eggplant, along with the little baby one. I had a whole bunch of them in another container also of eggplants. I really love eggplants. I like to make baba ganoush out of it. But so far only this guy. This year, several years, the last 2 years actually, I tried. They grow, but they don't produce any fruit for me because I think I didn't plant them early enough. So this time I hope with this guy at least I will have some success. Over here I have another failure. I guess I have to sow again the Red Express cabbage. Nothing sprouted. And at the same time I sowed, when was this, March 27th, the Crimson Sweet watermelon. Only one sprouted. But the funny thing is, a few days later after that, this was March 27th, Crimson Sweet watermelon, only one sprouted. But on April 9th, I sprouted a whole bunch more, and look at them, they're growing much better than this guy that I sowed way before, like a week and a half, 2 weeks before, and they're doing better. It's crazy. And in the front over here, or in the back, more okra. which is weird because every time I sow okra, I have great success. I have like 4 separate batches, but this guy, nothing sprouted, which is weird. But we'll try. Maybe I'll sow again. Maybe I have enough. We'll see. But these are the different varieties of tomatoes. I'm very happy with how they're doing. I have at least one of each. I don't think I lost anything. I have a bunch of them sowed all in the same container. But I'm concerned. I have some of them there. I only had 2 and one died down, and some that I only have 1, like this one, the wild barred boar. So I have to be very careful not to lose any. So these are these guys, and let me show you some of the berries I planted also. I don't know if you remember a while back I gave you an update on berries I purchased. So let me show you where I planted them and how they're doing. So hold on, I'm going to move around slowly. So right over here, just yesterday I planted this guy here. No leaves on him or anything, but I think he's gonna do okay. Loganberry here, and another gooseberry here. He's doing good also. The stems are fresh and greens, and they had incredible root systems, so I'm happy. I think they're gonna do great. Right here in between, I just put him in the ground a few minutes ago. It's a perennial oregano I got from my brother, so he'll be doing okay. He started to sprout, so he's coming back. They died down over the winter time, but some baby sprouts are starting to come back, so I put him in the ground, give him more room. He was in a little container, this guy here, and definitely being overcrowded and needing more room, so I put him in the ground just now. I have some hostas coming back. My goodness, they're gonna overtake everything. And over here I had one little container of hyacinth from last year. Not doing well in that container at all, so I stuck them in the ground since I was working in the yard today. So hopefully he'll give me a nice, they're very aromatic. I love the way hyacinths smell, and they're pretty to look at. So hopefully he'll come back. So I have 2 berries here, the oregano. Last year I had, I have more oregano here actually. They died down. I think they're gonna come back. Actually, I see some coming back already here, so I can't wait. I love oregano. I have basil here that I'm gonna replant, and chocolate mint and lemon balm over here that will come back on their own. So let me scooch over here. The watering can protecting this guy is a blackberry. Still, he's just a little stick, just the way I got him from the store. But hopefully he will start to bud and produce for me. But I have a whole bunch of berries here. I showed you this guy, a goji berry. I planted him, and just the other day, a couple of days ago, I planted across from him the other goji berry right here. It's a little bit windy today, and I'm using these guys, little well, actually big jugs of water that I cut the bottoms off, and I put them on top of these guys, and I'll show you. And it's been working great because we had still been getting a lot of cold nights, so these are doing a great job protecting them and protecting them from any animals that may come. And I leave them around them to scare the animals so they don't come. But I'm going to cut it right here in a minute. Let me see if I can show you these guys before the battery dies down. This is the blueberry bush. It's starting to bud just a little bit, so I'll give it more time. And again, I have a lot of stuff protecting them. This is another blueberry. This is a northern blueberry, different from these 2 guys. That other blueberry here, this one is similar to the first blueberry. It came in the same container, and I planted them a few weeks ago. But this guy, the northern, blueberry I just planted the other day, 2 days ago, so he's doing good. So 3 blueberries next to each other, and right here, which is just a little stick here, still I'm not seeing any change, any growth on him or anything as the other gooseberry. So I don't know if this guy will come back either, but we'll see. And let me zoom over here. This is the lemon tree that I got from my brother that produces this weird syrupy stuff off its leaves. So I've been keeping it outdoors. And I'm not sure now. I told my sister-in-law it produces the sap, and she thinks now it may not be the lemon tree, but a different type of citrus. We're not sure what. But this is this guy enjoying some sun. The leaves on the bottom were yellowing, and they still are. I tried to give him some amendments and some different things. All the flowers, I don't know if you remember, had a whole bunch of flowers on it. All gone. They all fell out. I guess from too much trauma of being moved in and out of the house to keep them protected. So I'm very upset about that. All the flowers died down. But right next door, I'll show you. Just the other day, I got this tree from the store. It's a nectarine, has beautiful flowers on it. I just put him in the ground 2 days ago, so he's going into a little bit of a transplant shock. I cut all the branches, all the tips off of them to give the roots, energy, just to concentrate on getting their roots system healthy. So I'm hoping for the best. I dug a very big hole for him, amended the soil, put some coconut coir, a few wood chips, some manure, and potting mix and garden soil, all mixed in together with some azomite and organic material, organic fertilizer. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm very excited. I love fruit trees. I have actually another one over there, an apricot. It's still in its container that I have to dig a hole for. Let me zoom over there, show you. And right there is the apricot. So I have to find a little spot for it and put it in the ground soon. Yeah, the weather finally is spring. The weather is improving, so I'm very happy to start placing everything in the ground. And I showed you these guys before. I had planted them. I'm putting tomato cages around them so the deer don't come and eat them. But they're doing okay. Again, I cut the branches off so it does better. Concentrate on getting a healthy root system. But this is the peach. It's much smaller than the apricot and the nectarine, but it had a nice root system also. I have a tomato cage around it, but it looks great. It's perfect, actually, I think. This is the mint container from last year, and it's starting to come back also. I'm gonna find a spot for it somewhere. I have a little herb garden. I'm gonna maybe put him in there. I already have chocolate mint and peppermint and sweet mint already growing, so I'm gonna squeeze him in that area. I feel bad for him being in this container. And right here, again, I have all these instruments and things around the new plants I planted to protect them from the animals, scare them away so they don't approach. But this is a hazelnut I also just put in the ground 3 days ago, and I'm protecting him with that also, little greenhouse. But I don't think I need to protect him from the cold much anymore, but definitely from the animals. That's why I'm keeping all these weird things all around. But I'm loving it. He didn't go into transplant shocks, so the leaves are looking nice and healthy and beautiful. I showed you the other hazelnut tree that I actually had planted in the ground easily a month before this guy. But that guy was just sticks, no leaves on him or anything, but he's beginning to show some buds. So I have 2 hazelnuts growing, but this one that I just put in the ground a couple of days ago, doing much better, it seems. And right here, I showed you in a previous video also, doing great. A plum tree. Let's see what it's called. Blue damson plum. Doing great. Nice growth. I've been keeping him covered also to protect him from the cold weather. All these are supposed to be cold hardy, but since I just put them in the ground and they're young trees, I gave them extra protection. Yeah, this guy also, I have him surrounded by like a weird fencing roped area and a tomato cage to stop him getting eaten from the deer. But I haven't seen any, so I'm happy with that. I mean, I love to see deer, but I don't want them to chew up my new trees. So I'm happy with these. Very excited. Hopefully they'll do well. Yeah, there's new buds starting to show. I'm very happy with that. Keep going, keep going. And I'll show you. Zoom over there. I'll show you what I did over here. So actually I showed you these when they were all covered with snow. This is an experiment I'm doing. Oops, bumped my hand, sorry about that. But these are the different kales, collard greens, scarlet, dinosaur, and Tuscan kales. Oh my god, they survived the winter. They were covered with 2 feet of snow. And I had a little cloth covering them, protecting them. Looks like all the Tuscan kales and the curly kales did great. They have some beautiful growth on them already. Some of them are flowering, so I don't know how much leaf they're gonna produce for me. But I'm happy they survived the winter with hardly any protection. But look, the dinosaur kale did the worst. And I think a lot of the dinosaur kale, that's it. That's all that they're gonna do. But I want to show you a few things, which is the reason why I started this experiment. Some of the Tuscan kale. Oh, this is a perfect example. Oh, actually, you know what? I think this may be a dinosaur kale that had died down. You see, completely dead. But look at the side. He's growing a side shoot. This is why I did this experiment. Instead of pulling them off the ground and cleaning the ground to prep it for next season at the end of last year, I tried an experiment to see if they come back or they survive the winter. And look at it. This one completely died down. I think the top is completely gone. Yeah, all desiccated. But the root system seems to survive. Oh my goodness, this is a dinosaur kale. I'll be very happy because it looks like all the dinosaur kales did the worst. All of them died. So if this is one of them, I'll be very happy. Nice, they're growing right out of the base. I'm very happy, so I'll take care of these guys. And these are the curly kales, doing good. Flowering. They're still like barely a foot off the ground and they already want to flower. A lot of them. I guess they don't, unless they grow side shoots like this guy. I think it's the end of the season. They don't survive another season, but we'll see. We'll continue the experiment. I have another one, I think. Where is it? Yeah, these are all the Georgia collards. I'm hoping they will. Oh, actually, here it is. I thought all the Georgia collards died down, but look at this. This is a Georgia collard, all dried and desiccated on the top. I think that's it, like the other one. But look at the base. Beautiful. A shoot is coming out of it. So I have a whole bunch of them, but they look very sad and miserable, but nothing coming out of the base. Just a couple of them, but still I'm happy with an experiment. Look, here's another one with a growth, fresh growth. See, completely dried. Oh my god, could break the whole thing off the top. Oh, screw. But look at the base, new babies starting. This one has a bunch from both sides, over here and over here. Wow. So it was a cool experiment. I'm happy. We'll see if these will grow nice and strong and healthy. Maybe I'll collect seeds and they will grow and survive the winter year after this. Let's see. Is that another one? Nope, all dried. That's a Tuscan kale, looks like. Yeah, but those are Georgia collards in the back. If they come back, I would be happy. I love Georgia collards, they're sweet. Let me show you this guy, the little baby lettuce that survived. Now this is its 3rd year coming back. This little lettuce. I don't hardly do anything to protect him, and he keeps coming back. And this year again, I think I'm gonna collect seeds from him. Look at him, it's beautiful. Under 2 feet of snow, and he's coming back on his own. I can already harvest some leaves and eat them. Look at this. I'm not sure what he is, red leaf lettuce, or I don't think it's a red sail lettuce, but he's a lettuce that I'm gonna hopefully collect seeds and grow a whole bunch. Look at this one. All desiccated and dried, but having growth coming out of the base. Right there, beautiful. So this was an experiment to see. They survived the freeze, long winter cold, sub-zero temperatures, and they're coming back. I'm very happy. Alright, we'll see how they do. So let me show you over there. I know you remember I had the scarlet kale planted in little containers, overcrowding each other, so I separated them to their own containers, and now just today, actually not even half an hour ago, I planted them in the ground. So these are scarlet kales, doing great. I sowed back in mid-January. They're doing great. So I put them in the ground, give them a whole bunch of water, and they're doing great. This area is fenced in, so I'm not too concerned, but there is a groundhog. I did see him walk right through the fence like it wasn't even there. But again, I'm putting things that will scare him away. I haven't seen him this year, but last year he was coming in and out as he pleases. But he didn't do much damage, so I don't mind sharing. But look at these guys, scarlet kales. I'm so excited. Right next to the surviving curly kales and Tuscan kales. I'm very happy. So this is 1, 2, and I have a whole bunch of babies sowed, too young still to move out. And right here is one of the big tomatoes I told you I was planting. This guy, I think, is the pineapple tomato. He's growing nice and wide. I put him in the ground a couple of days ago also. He's doing good. Yesterday it was 41 degrees, and it doesn't seem to have fazed him at all. He's doing great. I put some Epsom salt, azomite, and trifecta organic fertilizer in the area where I put him in. So he's doing good. There's some areas where the flowers are going to begin to bud, but I'm excited for him to keep going and give me fruits. So there you go, guys. I'm very happy. The weather's improving. Spring is finally here. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm taking it a few steps at a time. I got a few things in the ground, more going. But I'm excited. I'm enjoying the weather, and so are the plants. Hope you are too. And keep enjoying and gardening. Enjoy. I'll keep you updated. Take care. Bye.